China send military troops and bomber to increase resistance attack from U.S. Navy and its allies. China is set to greatly increase its military presence in the South China Sea, according to a new U.S. Department of Defense report. China's neighbors can expect to see its newest aircraft carrier, ship killer missiles and Marine Corps wade into disputed waters more boldly as the People's Liberation Army (PLA) focuses on an expeditionary capability, facilitated by the increasing militarization of its outposts in the Paracel and Spratly Islands. China has strengthened and modernized its military capabilities to the point where its PLA is already ahead of the United States in some areas, the Pentagon said in its annual China Military Power Report published on Wednesday. There didn't used to be this much tumult in the South China Sea, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense Chad Sabraja said at an event held by the Washington, D.C.-based American Enterprise Institute on Tuesday. He cited China's construction of artificial islands in disputed waters and its refusal to delimit its claims in accordance with the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. Which would have been the right thing to do, he said. They have not. They have continued to argue and put forward claims that are inconsistent with international law. That's certainly one of the aspects that we've talked to the Chinese about, both in our department and in other departments. China now has the world's largest navy, with an overall battle force of around 350 ships and submarines compared with the U.S. 293 ships, the report said. Some of this growth, according to the Pentagon, is aimed at asserting China's claims in the South China Sea, notably, China's first domestically produced aircraft carrier, the Shandong, is very likely to be permanently stationed at Yulin Naval Base, the home base for the PLA Navy's South Sea Fleet that sits right on the doorstep of the Paracel Islands, a string of rocks disputed between China, Vietnam, and Taiwan. However, the Marine Corps has improved slower than expected, according to the report, with only its original 2 brigades properly equipped and ready for its mission to safeguard China's bases in the South China Sea and seize other small islets and reefs there. Nonetheless, China is preparing its forces to work farther and farther afield as it builds up its expeditionary capabilities with the help of its artificial islands in the South China Sea. The construction of new airfields and hangars on outposts in the South China Sea extends the possible operating areas of PLA aviation forces, the report said. Future deployments of PLA combat aircraft operating from Spratly Island outposts could feature extended range and/or loiter time over the South China Sea or even reach into the Indian Ocean. 2 of China's newest bombers, the H-6K and H-6J, are known to have landed at key Chinese military bases in the South China Sea, such as Woody Island and Fiery Cross Reef. Those bases have also been significantly upgraded. China's bases in the Spratlys, Subi Reef, Fiery Cross Reef, Mischief Reef, Gavin Reef, Hughes Reef, Johnson South Reef and Quadron Reef boast advanced anti-ship and anti-aircraft missile systems as well as jamming equipment, according to the report. Despite the report's warnings about China's increasing military might versus the U.S., China downplayed its findings on Wednesday and took issue with its framing of China's intentions in modernizing its armed forces. The Pentagon report, however, says PLA has also improved its ability to hit moving ships at sea with missiles from the Chinese mainland. China's PLA rocket force now commands more than 1,250 ground-launched ballistic missiles and ground-launched cruise missiles with ranges between 500 and 5,500 kilometers, the report says.